It's time to rate AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. And this AI is crazy, so we know things are going to be getting crazy on these cards. Starting off with Mob Light Bund. This is a 3-mana sorcery. All lands you control become 1/1 green island creatures. Sinuation of the game. It was close. Close, but no donut. Does not actually do anything at all. I don't know. I guess I was trying to say for the continuation of the game for forever. You know, this is what happens when maybe the AI is starting to learn from like the custom Magic the Gathering crew. Imagine they were learning from the custom Magic the Gathering cards. We do have a bingo card, Bell. So if you want to follow along at home and try to get a bingo out of this, good luck. This is our bingo card today. All right, so yeah, this is an easy. To the rank with that one. Okay, next up we got Goblin Quandrix. And it does cost quad mana. 3 green and 1 generic. 4/4 Minotaur Warrior. When this creature enters, target player draws 3 cards. Loses 3 life and sacrifices a creature. That's fascinating. Actually, this is going to be great if this is the very first creature you play. Oh no, it's not. Because you sacrifice itself if this is the only creature. Okay, so if you ramp this out with a Mana Dork, maybe it works. We have Hexenor's like Zybers, maybe? So you can make someone lose 3 life, sack their creature, and in exchange they draw 3 cards. So they're gonna net cards. They lose 1 but gain 2 more. Or you target yourself. You can target yourself and lose a creature, maybe something completely worthless, maybe that Mana Dork, and for 3 life, you're basically paying for 3 cards. I don't think it's busted. Not to mention, if you remember, if you got no creature out, who's gonna get sacrificed? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Goblin Quandrix. So that's the card that's gonna be dumped. Yeah, it could be played in token decks. Does a token deck want to play with a 4/4 Minotaur Warrior? Maybe. Since when Quandrix has warriors or minotaurs? You know what? It's just a coincidence. The name is just a coincidence. So I have a hard time believing that this card's actually busted. I mean, don't we have cards that are like 4 mana, draw 3? Doesn't that already exist in Magic and in Green? So this is like 4 mana for a 4/4 body, but you gotta sack a body on the battlefield, and it's not completely free. You're gonna take it on the chin for you're gonna shrink your life total by about 3. I think the rank has been given a bad name. The original wasn't a bad card. Do you know what? It looked bad out there. It looked like a junkyard. This is maybe Jundish. It's something else. This is definitely card design that doesn't exist, where like the bonus is pretty good. 3 cards is 3 cards. That's Ancestral Recall. But it's not exactly free. I mean, they're sort of cutting your arm off a little bit, but not enough. I mean, I want this. Okay, I'll sack a creature. I'll sack this damn thing if I really have to. I like it. I think it's actually real playable. I think this would see modern play. It would be strong in a creature deck. Don't get your life total too low. Hey, look. Fat Shock. I mean, maybe you could play this in a modern. No, you want it in a Jund deck. Jund is gonna pay up in life. That 3 life, you're gonna regret it. You can completely regret it versus a burn. It's gonna bring burn back alive. Oh, this is a great idea. Username: play this with Shieldred, and you gain 3 life instead. It's a great idea. Username: Golgari Goblin Quandrix. Okay, this is a cool idea. It is enough power for 4 power green cards like Beastmaster. Absolutely. Welcome, Coco Mix. Welcome to the show. All right, I love it. Great card. We're going to move on to the Sarah. Sarah, Priest of Door. This is a 4 mana 4/4. It is a legendary human pirate. Aye, matey. Where's your eye patch? Flying. Players can't cast spells until your next turn. This is a continuous effect. This would just never... Players can't cast spells till your next turn. But then they're just never playing spells. The way it's worded. They're just like, okay, we wait till our next turn. Can I play spells? No, you can't. You have to wait until next turn. All right, next turn just basically never happens. It never arrives. 4 mana, surveil 1, then draw 2 cards. If you control a fairy, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. All right, for the fairy deck, I suppose. You splash this green human pirate in your fairy archetype. You know, it's going to bring Bitter Blossom back. Bitter Blossom will actually be useful. The Man in Black says with that second ability, what happens if you control 2 fairies? Then if you control a fairy, put a +1/+1. Oh yeah, you're right. We might have hurt ourselves in the confusion. Out of the confusion. Kimberly, you found a new commander? None of the abilities work except the... Oh, yeah, it's flying, though. Why is our human pirate fly? The sails. I mean, if the wind is strong enough, it'll lift the boat out of the ocean. So, I think this is supposed to be players can't cast spells... when Sarah, Priest of Door, enters the battlefield, players can't cast spells until your next turn. But as a continuous effect, it will just continue for... it'll lock the game, more or less. No playing spells, activated abilities only. Whatever's in play, that's all you got. Yeah, I should say until next turn. It should do a lot of things. It should also specify which fairy is in play. Which fairy gets the buff. Very Zybers. You like cards that lock players out of the game? Can't play spells until your next turn. No, there's going to be a next turn after the next turn. Crazy with blink. You don't need to blink anything. What are you blinking for? It's completely pointless. The art is not up to MTG standards. It's a regular. I think it's a regular art. All right. They don't make any sense. Note the second ability affects yourself too. Absolutely. But we can surveil to draw into cards and buff our fairies. That's a hell lot. It's a lot more than what our opponents can do. The art is cute enough for the bingo. So, I mean, she's attractive, but I mean, that's not what we mean by cute. Okay, cute it's like fuzzy, pet cute. That's the spirit of the cute space on the bingo card. We've got Bewitched Possession. This is a 3 mana 2/2 golem. It's got mutate. Okay, mutate is coming back. It's not what I wanted to see from the AI, but whatever. And equipped creatures you control have death touch. This doesn't equip. I can understand how it's confused. Would adopt it from an would adopt it from an animal shelter. Okay, finally the is it equipment? Yeah, well, and is it equipment? What do we mean by mutate? It could just have equipment on it. I assume any creature that has an equipment. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, that's a good call. Doesn't have to be the mutated creature. The is it equipped deck? Absolute it's not that garbage. Well, okay. I'm not a big believer in equipment decks, but if you are an equipment lover, you love equipment. This is an auto include. Not to mention most equipment decks will be splashing red or will be like base red. There are a lot of great red equipments out there. So your equipped creatures, they don't have death touch. They got one touch, you're dead. It's like the Midas touch, but for death. Or I mean, I guess or if Vraska touches you. This plus Captain America, that's a combo. Can mutate this card onto an equipped creature. Ooh, you could do that. Not that it's necessary. It's probably not necessary to mutate this card at all. My Batterskull, yeah, my Batterskull is Death Touch now. Death Touch plus First Strike, lethal combination. Super lethal. You got to be aware of that. Is it pirates? It goes with our pirate. Here's our pirate card. But it's red blue. It is, yeah. It is red. This card is technically a red blue card, and it's legendary. You can have this as your commander. It's a legendary artifact creature. Is there any mutate commanders? I can't remember. And does that work? If you cast this spell for its mutate cost, yeah, I guess so. Is it a good commander, though? You know, that's not a question people ask when they are playing commander. When they're building a deck, is that I think the very last question they ask themselves, is it a good commander? Do you know what? It will be good in their hearts. And that's all that matters for most people. All right. Good enough. Pass. Good enough. We got a Bayou Incermony. Why does a red card have the word Bayou on it? 3-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, each opponent loses 2 life. That Zybers. That's a pretty cool idea. Also will probably kill me really quickly. Sacrifice Bayou Incermony. It deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Activate only if 7 or more cards in your graveyard. It literally is a fantastic card from beginning to end. It's a real card. It's just literally a real card. I don't know if it should be red. Oh, I guess the sack part is real. Well, I think the first half should be black. Second part could be red because it deals only 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. It's Zybers. We have a Zybers in here. It's Zybers. It does Zyber. Red for the damage, Bayou for the crocodile that will eat you. There it is. Don't get too close. You can outrun a crocodile. It's easy. But what you can't do is reopen its mouth when your head is in far down its stomach. It's red for the Is It Storm with flashback. Huh? Use with a Dreadheart Arcanist. What, this card? Oh, yeah. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent loses 2 life. That's right. And this only affects you. This would maybe be a slam dunk in any Is It control deck. Is It control? Even Storm. Like, Storm doesn't even need to combo off. They just need to play Past in Flames and be like Ritual, 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 or even Underworld Breach would also work. Like, basically anything. Like, this is the new Storm win condition. Honey, new Storm win condition just got printed. Yeah, Past in Flames doesn't even need to. You don't even need to play with Grape Shot anymore. Just have Bayou Incermony out, and then like pass the turn, and then make your opponent sweat that you're just gonna flashback a bunch of cards from your graveyard. I don't even know what the best way of going about it is, but like when in 60-card Magic, you just need to cast 10 cards from your graveyard. That's like nothing. And in Commander, you just need to do it for 20, and it will kill everybody. It's each opponent. You can do that and still get a Fire Blast. Yeah, exactly. If that's important, just to protect yourself. I mean, dude, honestly, it's like similar like Grape Shot. I've seen, but the thing is with Grape Shot, to build up a Grape Shot to kill off a board, they need to burn some resources. They need to go Ritual, 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 Grape Shot, hit a bunch of stuff, which is not ideal for the combo player. They're wasting Storm, whereas this card can just sit on the battlefield. If you're going to combo off, you're going to combo off. If you got to kill the creature, you kill the creature, but you keep all the resources in your hand. So it works out great. Lava Dart will work too. It also is worth damage. Temperance! By the way, notice it does not say a red spell, so you can have it as a one-of in a multicolored deck. Absolutely. Yeah, Underworld Breach, press some sort of grinding engine, probably is the best way to break this card. Please don't let red have this, LOL. But we're going to let him have it! A very well-designed card. Moving on, we got Sister's Boostrope. Sister's Boostrope is an artifact. When it attacks, exile target creature card from a graveyard and put an oil counter on it. On what? The creature or the Boostrope? I assume we put an oil counter on this. Sister's Boostrope has the text oil counter on it. That is completely redundant and useless. Total not. Well, it's not total nonsense. Oh, wait a minute. Like, oh, sorry. It's not a creature. It's just a regular artifact. Now, there's a lot of cards out there that will animate the artifacts, all right? A Sister's Boostrope. One day, it could be a real creature. Just like Pinocchio tried to be a real person. It's got that same energy. The flesh has been reached. Attacks exile. The fleshes have been reached. Okay, yeah, we have to animate the artifact. Probably meant text of a card with an oil counter on it. And forgot everything in the middle. Oh, probably. You can make it to a creature and it is an oil counter. Oh, yeah. So no. It will be, you turn it into a creature first, then you attack. Then you gotta exile target creature card from a graveyard and put an oil counter on it. Now what we do with these oil counters, I mean, I don't know. Synergy with other cards with oil. You can move it on to, what's it called? That 4-mana 6/6. When it loses all the oil counters, you lose the game. So this is a supply that you can move from one card to another. Oh, do we have it? Is that on the bingo? Is that on the bingo? Where is here? The fleshes have been reached. For anyone that doesn't know, that's when a card gets exiled from the graveyard. It is especially the fleshes have been reached if it's a land card. But that's too rare. Archfiend of the Dross. That's right. Loves oil. That black gold Texas tea. The oil counters are only text on it. No actual counters. Tricked by the Phyrexians. Has the text oil counter on it. Well, okay, it starts off with a text oil counter. It'll work its way to a real oil counter. Maybe it was meant to be an equipment. Maybe. Changed its life halfway. It's like one of those people that changed their degree halfway going through university. You know what? I wanted to learn to be an equipment, but you know what? I want to be an entire creature instead. All right, we're going to Zephyr Suitner. This is a 3-mana 2/2 Devil Desert. It's got Devour of 4. As this enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. Now, this creature enters the battlefield with that many +1/+1 counters on it. When Zephyr Suitner deals damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on Zephyr Suitner. I think there's a lot of cards like that. Cycling for 2 mana. It's like a real card from beginning to end. I have nothing really to say about it, except it has a weird casting cost of a black-white and either like one of Rakdos. The oil counters are only text on it, no actual counters. Oh, sorry, I read that one. It looks like a proper card art. Yeah, it's a lot of completely random art on these cards. This is going to get pretty big. It could. Remember, we still have to deal damage to the opponent. It's easier said than done. It doesn't even have trample. Oh, is the reminder text wrong? Bingo, incorrect reminder text. I don't know what Devour is. Okay, the cycling is right. Oh no, the cycling is wrong. It's a cycling for a white and a black. For a black and a white, discard this card, draw a card. All right, you got him on the cycling thing. Incorrect reminder text. Blast offer is like, damn, that would have been great. That would have been a great Mardu commander. I would just played it for the Mardu colors, damn it. Devour would add 4 +1/+1s for each sack creature. Yeah, but you still have to deliver the damage. Devour 4 is 4 +1/+1 per creature. Oh, that's crazy. That's madness. I think it's fair. It's your creatures after all. Eat them as you want them. Oh yeah, I see. So you want it as a commander because it would have been an easy creature to get to like 21 plus power and just like one strike people. Totally understand that. Reminder text is for Devour 1, not Devour 4. Oh, I see. That. So we have double. We have like double the screwed up reminder text. We're gonna have a big thick X over here. The Super X. All right. Other than okay, too many typos. Disqualified by typo errors. Send it back for correction. Next up, we're going to Final Rebels, a 1-mana artifact with Haunt. Very unusual. When Final Revels enters the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, draw a card. Oh, okay. So it's a haunting version of Ichor Wellspring. We have a tap, sacrifice Final Revels, exile target card from a graveyard. Oh, that is great. I love that. So the fleshes will be reached. We get to sacrifice. We actually can force drawing 2 cards for 1 mana. Oh wow, this is broken actually. There needs to be a card in the graveyard, but that can't be too hard. And on top of that, we haunt something. Yeah, and then we haunt on a permanent, which is just crazy. Very nice card. No, it's outright. Okay, it's just 1 mana, draw 2 cards, and every deck has access to that. Name a card that can do that. No card does that, and it's graveyard hate, and it can randomly scry. I don't even know why you'd actually use this ability. This pay 3 scry 1 is the most useless part of this card. Yeah, we power crept Arkham's Astrolabe. Yeah, basically. ETB draw a card. When the creature it haunts dies, draw a card. Oh no, sorry, we don't draw 2 cards immediately. Enter the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, draw a card. Okay, sorry, I thought there was like a death trigger on. There is a death trigger, but it's not so easy. We have to get it onto a creature. No, yeah, we can't sack it immediately. No. You know, I feel, you know, whenever I play against a haunt deck, I feel like the haunt just goes off instantaneously because they always have a sack outlet available, like Vasiracir or something. So I just intuitively assume, oh, haunt, that just means they just get the ability instantly because that's just what happens when a player is playing a haunt card. Yeah, it's still pretty strong. It's still power crept. It's still a power crept version of Arkham's Astrolabe to some degree. High mana utility. All right, it is a legal card though. It is not broken. I would definitely see play. What is haunt? It is. I wish you didn't even ask me that question. Basically, when it enters the battlefield or this creature it haunts dies. So basically, actually, does it haunt something immediately, or when does it leave? I can't remember how it haunts in the first place. I want to say that when this thing dies, it haunts something, and then when it'll haunt a creature, and then when the creature dies, the haunt ability happens. Haunt. When this creature dies, exile it, haunting target creature. Oh, this wasn't even a creature, which was the problem. It has to die to haunt. Do we have to animate this into a creature or something? Okay, so maybe we have to. Maybe it's even more complicated. It's not so easy to just this thing to get sacrificed like we can here. Okay, let's say this is a balanced part. I still think this is a busted card. It's 1 mana, draw a card, and at a moment's notice, you can sacrifice this thing to exile a card in the graveyard. It works as written. I don't believe it. Artifact can die, can't it? Only if it's alive. Otherwise, it's just destroyed. It's like if I sacrifice a Final Revels, nothing died. It just got sacrificed. But if it was a creature, if I animate this into a creature and then sacrifice it, then it died. Yeah, artifacts can only be destroyed. In Mount Doom, we got Phoenixu. Need to live in order to die. Well, do you know what? We have tons of animate artifacts. It's actually possible. If you try hard enough, you'll make it work. Okay, cool card. Dying is just being put from the battlefield to the graveyard. It has nothing to do with being a creature. Really? What is the definition of dying in Magic the Gathering? You could be right. I may not know the nuances of this. Let's see. I'm looking at dies and died are descriptive terms on Magic cards. They refer to when a creature or planeswalker goes to the graveyard from the battlefield. This can be caused by damage, destruct. That's it. So a creature or planeswalker can die. Nothing else can die. Don't believe the AI. I know the AI gives you this thing, refers to a permanent or creature. Don't believe it. Never believe the AI overview. It lies. It is Google is full of lies now. But what's good about what's good about Google AI is that it'll give you the source so you can like double check on its homework. Artifacts can die with the new. Oh, really? Is that true? See, Al Bed Salvagers. Some new Final Fantasy cards, creatures or artifact dies. Okay, I'm corrected. Maybe they changed the rules. You know what? I have to give a public apology to Oxygen over here, who knows everything about the rules. Maybe a level 3 judge on our hands over here. Oh boy, you find us the thing about dying. Artifacts can die with the new Final Fantasy set. But this artifact doesn't die, right? Just the creature it is haunting. No, well, no, but the point is, oh, no, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it only counts for the thing. But we were we were talking about it. Okay. It's a cool card. Moving on. It's sort of Zybers. Okay, Shadow Pridroll. It's a 5-mana 8/8 demon flying. Trample. When Shadow Pridroll enters the battlefield, target creature you control gains protection from creatures until end of turn. So it's real. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, you made a generic, I don't know, commander precon, beginner precon card. They love their demons. 5-mana trampling 8/8. Way too cheap. I don't think it's too cheap. You know, the way the game is these days, this might as well be a vanilla creature that flies. Is it really that strong? You have 40 life. What are you going to do with it? Bingo functional draft chaff. This thing? No. This is a very, very good draft card. I mean, that's a first pick. In draft, it will be great. It'll smash that. I mean, that's a limited bomb. Probably a limited bomb. Until someone puts some pacifism on it. This is Clack Bridge Troll without downside. The demon archetypes needs these cards. There we go. The demon squad. Swinging safely is pretty epic. Oh yeah. I mean, and it's got trample too. So in those flying creatures, they don't have a whole lot of toughness. So, you know, good luck trump blocking this damn thing. What is a Pidroll? Don't ask. You know, if you don't know, it's not even worth looking up. Okay, I will look it up just out of curiosity. Sometimes it's a real word. Sometimes it's not. Meaning of Pridroll. There is something in the... No, I want Pridroll. Okay, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Nothing. Doesn't have shadow, though. What? Your demon? What do you want? Flying, trample, and shadow? The ultimate unblockable card. All right, we're going to look at more crazy AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards, but we got to thank our sponsors today, FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to buy real Magic the Gathering cards. You love the fake stuff, but then it inspires you to buy the real stuff. Sometimes you'll use one of the fake cards to build a whole real deck out of it. Pre-order your Edge of Eternities cards and also catch those Final Fantasy cards. Those artifacts that die, if you want to support the channel with artifacts that die, get them at FusionGamingOnline.com. I'll tell you why you'd want to do that, because it supports the channel when you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout. Get 5% off and make me happy and my sponsor happy. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Play any format you want. I'm getting into pre-modern. Honestly, I'm getting addicted to this format. And you don't have to buy the cards. You don't have to be invested in the format when you're using Mana Traders, because you just rent the cards for any format you want to try it out. And then play any deck you want. Whatever you desire. Aggro, control, combo. The world is at your fingertips. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_AJH. And back to crazy AI cards. back to our regularly scheduled programming. Why do you say coupon code and not coupon? Maybe it's a Canadian thing. It's either a Canadian thing or a me thing. I'll look it up. Question is, are you from America? Sometimes you question how I pronounce things. You know, here in Canada and probably Europe, we're doing things the British way. It's a little different from the American way. Some might even say it's more correct. Oh, you're from Ireland? Okay, then we're actually in the same boat, and then I'm a moron. Okay, moving on. We're coat of Uragivai. Well, I can't pronounce this one. Well, let's say the Y is silent. Ragativer. It's a 6-mana enchantment. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may pay 1. If the player does, they lose 5 life. What? Am I understanding this correctly? Each player's upkeep, they may pay 1. They have and if they do, they're losing the life. We're not preventing the life. It's actually best to not pay the 1. Yeah, pay to lose. Oh, do we have that? There's like a thing like play to lose. Play to lose, baby. They become shadow. I say coupon, and I'm German who speaks American English. There we go. Maybe I've absorbed the American language. Here in Canada, we're like a blurred mess between what's American and what's like the metric system and the imperial system. We just sort of use them both for the most part. Our cars have both meters on them. This art is a recolor of like 5 past AI cards. Oh yeah, I think it's like a default art for anyone that doesn't want to use AI generated art. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes Dane, very dank, create a 0/0 green elemental creature. Their shadow. Their shadow. The shadow creatures from the shadow realm. Oh, I like that. The Shadow the Hedgehog. They be Dane. It was too bad if they didn't say it's dank. They be dank. No, they just Dane instead. What does this mean? TAIPO spotted? They become Shadow the Hedgehog. Very strong. Did it say they are... it's a hedgehog? Oh, you're talking about... Oh, the art sort of looks like a hedgehog. Sort of looks like Sonic. Or I guess Shadow or Knuckles, as they're like, you know, speeding up. That makes some sense. It's Shadow the Hedgehog. Dane, short for Dainsleif, the Twilight Blade. I have no idea. Never heard of it. Okay, well, this card. This card didn't pass the be a normal card test, which is a hard test to pass when we read these AI-generated cards. Not sure if it matters that they're shadow, since a 0/0 will not last long. But it's an elemental creature. So there's some cards out there that buff elementals, all right? Master of Waves buffs elementals, as weird as that sounds. Dane day, but for pain. Especially those Mondays, the most painful weekday of the week. All right, moving on to... Oh, it's Multani's leg. The power of Multani in the form of his leg. A 2-mana instant deals 3 damage to any target. Kick that butt and draw a card. This card is insane. This is 2 mana, deals 3 damage and cantrip off the damn thing. This is crazy. This would see competitive play everywhere. Everyone would play this card. Why is leg, though? A lot of value in that leg. Very strong. Been working the lower body strength as a hell of a thing. I did not know Multani has such good leg work. We do now. Color Pie respected for a change. Did it? We're drawing a card at a red. Since when does red... Red doesn't do that. Red would be like deal 3 damage to a target and then... exile the top card of your library. You can play it until the end of your next turn. Multani got angry at everyone destroying their forest. Imagine what the fist can do. Yeah, we're going easy with the leg here. Let's go. Power Creep Lightning Strike. This is exactly, this is the funny thing about Magic the Gathering. You just make this one small change. So you just add, card draw onto Lightning Strike, which is, by the way, an unplayable card for the most part. No one can play Lightning Strike in 2025. Just put card draw on it, and it's busted. It's just completely busted. Every red deck would play this card. It kills all the cheap creatures, and you don't lose a card out of it. Yeah, Multani did not skip leg day. Loves the leg day. Ask Up the Beanstalk about this. Exactly. And it got snap banned in Modern, eventually banned in Standard. I think it got banned in Pioneer too. It's still existing in Legacy. But yeah, it's just this one small thing. Actually, you know what's the problem with Up the Beanstalk? It drew a card immediately. If it did not draw a card immediately, maybe history would not be the same. Just add you win the game and the card is suddenly playable. Exactly. To be honest, a lot of you win the game cards are not that playable. Ironically. But if you put on a 2-mana card, probably it will. Lightning Bolt is already a Power Creep Lightning Strike. Yeah, if time moved backwards. I love this card just for the leg. Oh, look at that big leg. Multani's leg. Get a swift kick of justice. All right, Zybers. Very cool card. The Silver Passage. Silver Passage is a 2-mana instant. Target opponent gains control of target creature until end of turn. We are donating a creature to somebody. Untap that creature, gains haste until end of turn. And they are keeping it. That's different. So it's like donate. Target opponent gains control of target creature. The thing is, you don't have to donate your own thing. You could donate a creature from somebody else. Like donate a creature from player D to player A. That's a fascinating thing. They don't keep it? Target opponent gains control. Oh, sorry. I missed the... I reread it. It just says untap that creature. Okay, whatever. Okay, so until end of turn. It's still no big deal. Yeah, very funny EDH card. Here, take Susan's commander for a second. It's okay. EDH diplomacy card. It's an interesting card. You could threaten people with this card. Look, I have a Silver Passage in my hand. Don't attack them, or I'm going to give them your creature, and then they'll attack you back. Also, not to mention, when somebody attacks, let's say they are attacking you, you could probably use this card to take it out of combat, right? So, let's say someone's attacking with a big commander. You could Silver Passage, give it to somebody else that turn to take it out of combat. I'm pretty sure that it takes it out of combat. Decent red imitation. Oh, absolutely. It feels like it's still a black card. Like, why doesn't black have more cards like this? Aren't they about, evil mind control? Which is not that far off from blue. There should be more mind control in black. Also, yes, it randomly kills a loot. It will do that, Islar. Weirdly, so Unlock says, weirdly, I don't think it works for traditional donate targets that have beginning of upkeep, lose the game effects. Yeah, it's not for that. It's like when, you know what it is? It's like a black version of those red cards that are like steal a creature, untap it as haste. You have to give it back until end of turn. That's all this is. Except you're now giving other people's creatures, or even your creatures to somebody else, and you can do it at instant speed too. We have Funwei saying, yeah, or just take Arch Enemy's card and give to other players. True story. We have a super chat from me. Thanks so much, me. Big fan of you and your AI content. One more. We'll take a look at another card later. Compliments of you, me. Which will be for you. and all of you. Klutz MTG. One thing I love about AI cards is that they don't understand the color pie, so they do what Wizards of the Coast should do. Ooh, Ooh. I think that's a controversial take. I really don't care. You see, here's the thing. I don't really know what is flavorful or what really is dedicated to the color pie. Like I know some obvious stuff like that red card. Like this red card should not draw a card like full retail. I don't think there's a single like red draws discards, they rummage, they they exile, but they don't actually draw a card. But I don't know. I have no idea how the color pie works for the most part, like for more nuanced cards. So if Wizards did anything, I just wouldn't notice and I wouldn't care. But they just recently did a emergency errata on that green card that just came out that apparently was like like a creature an opponent controlled could fight itself. So it was basically a removal spell. In the end, Dale Zyber, there is a red burn spell though that outright draws. Which one? Give me names. I have no doubt that there is, and I bet it's an old card. The older the card, the more broken the color pie is. I don't think they were thinking about the color pie back then. Or does it like draw a card for like 12 mana? Then I can understand that. Okay, Silver Passage. It's Ibers. It's Ibers. 10 out of 10. Oh, we're gonna move on to the Red Step. Red Step Discovery. A 2 mana. Oh, Crash Through. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point actually. I think that without cantrips. Okay, 2 mana sorcery. Choose one. Target player destroys. Ooh. The ring tempts you. Destroys what? Destroy whatever they want. We can also tap target creature or destroy target enchantment. Destroy target enchantment. No, that's not something blue does. Never did. Target player. I wonder if it meant to say target player is destroyed, which would make it OP. Completely OP. Just go complete ape. Table flip for victory. So the player just goes Hulk smash. You destroy, but what is it? What is it that we are destroying? The emblem that shows the ring has tempted you. Okay, this is just a nonsense card. The only blue thing about this part is like the tap target creature. Target player destroys the ring would actually be cool. Only in Mount Doom. Only in Mount Doom. Twin Blight Oil. It's a giant insect for 3 mana. It's 2/1. Double strike and death touch. Don't even try to single block here, baby. We got the double strike. Hit you with the 1/2. Almost the same like an AI card. What do you mean? Oh, you like it? You like this one, Dr. Nemo? Are you an insect mutant fan? Islar says, target player destroys is the new MTG slang for that person slays. Oh, I like that. It's a great idea. Wow, you destroyed. Tiger says ship it. Send it to the printers. Get it Mark Rosewater approved pronto. Post haste. Is this functional draft chaff, I wonder? How is this? This is not even fun. This is a great card. You're never blocking this thing, no matter what you block with, unless it's indestructible. Yeah, it's a double strike and death touch. So it's basically a 3 mana 4 power creature. Yeah, it's a double strike and death touch, so it kills. So kill it for sure. This looks like it already exists. Is this a real card? Is there a double striking death toucher in the game? We can look. Let's go to the advanced mode. Let's see. The AI learned from somewhere else. We've got. It's got to be creature, text, double strike, and death touch. I hope I did that right. Search with these terms. What do we got? Scryfall. Can I put abilities in here? No, these are all. This is just types. for the most part. There's a lot of words referencing Double Strike and Death Touch. Gains. No, I don't see anything that actually normally has Double Strike and Death Touch. Like, you have to enable it. It don't exist. This is the first. Double Strike plus Death Touch equals double tap. Trust any 3 whispers, kinda. Yeah, well, kinda. If we squint our eyes hard enough, we'll make it work. All right. There's some crazy red player out there that's gonna love this thing. They're gonna put some sort of trampling on it, and they're gonna go to town. Red players love Double Strike. Yeah, that bug turns sideways every turn. Well, I mean, it depends on your life total. If you're low on life, maybe you need to be on defense. But unless you have indestructible, like, you're not winning any combat. Never happening. First Strike and Death Touch exists? Yes. But I don't think they've heard of doubles. I don't think they've heard of Double Strike, Pip. What about Second Strike? What about Third Strike? Who's the guy that gives Death Touch creatures Toxic and Infect? I have no idea. Okay, this is Nikachu approved. Is a wonderful card. The Lumine 3-fact is a 4-mana aura. It's an enchant creature. Enchanted creature has flying. When enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, choose one or both. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Fascinating. That's pretty good. And target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. What? Then that player shuffles. What? It just went out of nowhere. Over there. Oh, big. This is definitely a flying voter. They would vote for flying. This has to be the worthy of functional draft chaff square. Well, it depends. Like, okay, so what is the second ability? Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. Then that player shuffles. Online. Oh, we're choosing a non-land card. You know, when I first read it, I was like, I thought it was giving us the option to exile the whole hand or the whole graveyard. Choose a non-land card from that player's graveyard or hand. That's fine. Shuffle. Well, not for no reason. It's for those people who tutor stuff on top, or people using Sensei's Divining Top. You know, there's always a reason. Why does it need to shuffle if it only interacts with the hand or graveyard? It's just gravy. Just gravy. There is strategic benefits to shuffling an opponent's deck. Remember, if they tutored something on top, if they manipulated, puts cards back on top of their deck with like Brainstorm or Ponder. So it doesn't do nothing. I wouldn't say it's very flavorful to what it's doing, but it's not going to do nothing. John Otter's like, this is convoluted, but definitely neat and it could be strong. Is this playable draft chaff? Okay, so it's 4 mana. Enchant creature gets flying. It's good evasion. We deal damage. You know, I think this is. Well, I think it's okay. I don't know if it's draft. Yeah, I guess you could say it's draft chaff. I mean, I would never play this card. Where is it? Functional draft chaff. Very functional. Kettle says, it's a very interesting aura. Would definitely use myself. Thanks for the donation, Kettle. We'll most definitely look at a few cards at the end of the show. Shaft in a Mythic? Absolutely. Magic the Gathering cards being bad in Mythic? Has it ever happened, chat? There's a million cards that are just stone cold awful in Mythic. Mythic just, you know, Mythic is like... Sometimes they make cards Mythic because it's a weird card that they don't want like in too high of a circulation. Or maybe I'm just thinking of rares. Maybe Mythic is supposed to be like doing something mythic, something amazing. There are there's definitely plenty of Mythics that are chaff, but that's a good But you know what? There is a good point here. This is like such an underwhelming crap ability. Why is it Mythic? Manny Matson says, a bit late, but looks at Playful Shove or Ember Shot for a burn that draws. Oh, Thanks for letting us know. The Ember Shot. Okay, whatever. It is a functional draft chaff card. Very functional. Hello, Scorp Ghosts. Adversary. 2 mana instant. Your devotion to unlock cases costs an ability with mana value 2 or less. Counter target spell that's tapped. Counter that spell. Chaos ensued. That was absolute, complete nonsense. The Ghost of Thomas Jenks is a fan of the arts. What is that, like Batman sleeping on a couch or something? And then we've got probably Detective Sherlock Holmes. They're both detectives, by the way. Nobody thinks of it that way, but Batman is a detective. Read the flavor text. There is no flavor text. Yeah, counter and carrot again for good measure. Well, here's the thing. We don't know the context of countered. It could be counter target spell that's tapped. Counter that spell. It could, maybe the second counter means that, you know, put a counter on it. I wonder which color would tap spells on the stack. Maybe blue? Probably. There's, at some point, I don't know when, we're going to start tapping cards outside the battlefield. We're going to tap them in the graveyard. We're going to tap them in exile. And we're going to tap them on the stack. Like, it's just design space that we're going to go to eventually. One day. So, yeah, if a spell comes to play, if it's cast tapped, there's going to be cards that are going to read like, cast this spell on the stack tapped. It comes into play tapped, and so on. Yeah, tapped cards in sideboard. I keep getting this read the flavor text. What is the flavor text? Was there a flavor text to the last one? I see no flavor text out of any of these. A ruling nightmare? Yeah. Anyway. Complete nonsense. Board it! Board it out of here. What the hell? Lost Izzo Devoyo Deepwood Ranger for 8 mana. It's a 7/7. Looks like a monster truck. It's a vehicle, a legendary creature vehicle, with tornadoes in the background. Now, whirl spells you cast cost an additional vote. What? We have these tornadoes whirling in the background. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Lost Izzo Devoyo fights unless you pay pilled. Instead, search your library for any number of snow cards with different cards. Put those cards onto the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, if the last card didn't Chaos Ensue enough, that one Chaos Ensued even harder. Hey, we need to vote for flying to get the Tornado World. Based and pay-pilled. Me, it says, do you usually wear the same shirt for these streams, Nikachu? I usually just wear the same shirt every single day. There was like this video that said, like, you can reduce your decision fatigue if you don't have to. You either have two options. You have you wear the same damn thing every day, or you prepare what you wear the next day. And I was just getting tired of deciding what I was gonna wear every day, so I just have like a million of these gray shirts. I mix up the sweater that I wear. Sometimes I wear black, sometimes I wear white. I'm in a black mode right now. I like wearing the black sweater. But I'll be back to white, that's for sure. I'm a person who likes what works. Does this get away with no crew cost as the vehicle is just a creature type? Oh my god, what an astute observation. Yes, I think. It's like, I actually have no idea. I guess the vehicle in this case is like just the creature type and not like an artifact type. Vehicle isn't a creature type. Well, it is today. If it doesn't say vehicle. For 8 mana, that is some good value. Is it? You know, honestly, for 8 mana, I think it should just say you win the game, because there's a lot of cards out there that do say you win the game for having 8 mana. Oh, vehicles don't always have crew. That is sweet. Some vehicles are just sentient by themselves. Listen, AI is getting into our vehicles, all right? Self-driving cars are the future. They already exist. This is just proof. This is a self-driving AI car. It has no creature type and would only become a vehicle if turned into an artifact. Oh, it's not even an artifact. That is weird. No crew, no artifacts. It like the what's it called? The border looks like it's an artifact, but it's not. It would be a mount then. We're gonna mount the vehicle. That's so weird. Like it's like you're saying, okay, we're gonna mount a car. Okay. Hold on. What was the ability again? At the beginning of upkeep, fights unless you pay pilled. Oh yeah, it was just not. Why are we here so long? This was just a complete nonsense card. Got distracted by the fact that it didn't have crew on it, and then just fell apart from there. Unholy Coil, a 3-mana sorcery. Unholy Coil deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Roll a d20. We have no options from 1 to 19, but if we are lucky, if we hit the golden 20, we scry 1, then shuffle our library. Oh no! Oh no! It does nothing. That is terrible. It's just a 3-mana sorcery, deal 2 damage. This is big sad face. Yeah, only triggered on that whole D20. We hit the 20. We do get to scry 1. Now, there are some cards out there I think trigger whenever you scry. I'm pretty sure there's at least one out there. So we do get the trigger 5% of the time. 5%. The mechanic of rolling for an effect on a 20 Zybers at least. Vexing Puzzle Box likes this. Oh yeah, a weighted D20. Well, like, even if you get it, like, you don't even want to. Like, remember, we're scrying 1, then we have to shuffle. So, like, if we leave it on top or the bottom, it, like, doesn't matter. Yeah, you scry. Then you shuffle. The scry is pointless. F's in chat for our scry 1. That 5% of the time we hit a scry 1. Literally no point in scrying. No, but you know what? You have to look. You know, it's one of those situations where you know how you mulligan and you shouldn't look to see if you should have kept or not? This is the same situation. It's only going to disappoint you. You're gonna look at the top card because it lets you. You legally can look at the top card and you know, oh nah, my bomb rare was on the top card. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, literally looked at it for no reason. And then you gotta shuffle it away. Shuffling is a pain, so 1 out of 20 chance downside. Yeah, I know. Oh, I see. So basically 1 to 19 is the upside of doing nothing. Put it on the bottom just to flex. Yep, yeah, bingo. Oh, we have a look at a card. Close enough. Look, we are going to look at it. We look at it for the sake of looking at it. Wait, scry 1, then yeah, and then goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to your little friend over there. Okay, legal though. Incredibly legal. Deal 2 damage to creature or planeswalker. Sorcery speed. Godspeed, sorcery speed. We've got the Disperted Giant. This is a 4-mana 1/1 human rogue, flash flying. When Disperted Giant enters the battlefield, you may put up to 3 target cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Whoa! Whoa! Then if your library has no cards in it, you win the game. As if we even need to get that far. As if. It danger! It danger! Yeah, Thoracle on steroids, basically. To some degree. It's such a playable card. It's a 4-mana It's a format of one-sided super show and tell. Cards, which include sorceries and instants. Oh, damn. Maybe it's disqualified for that. You may put up to 3 target cards. Yeah, you're right. What's funny is that you target, as if, you know, they make it sound like if your cards have Shroud, then you're not allowed to target them. Oh, my cards in hand, they have Shroud. Damn, I can't. Or someone says, okay, in response, I give that card in your hand Shroud, so you can't like put that one into play. Is there a danger bingo? There's like a danger every single day. It dangers. It definitely dangers. It's legal to target the instants and sorceries. They just go to the graveyard if it's an illegal zone. Oh, okay. They just go straight to that graveyard. The Japanese old art. I love it. I love that old Japanese art. You win the game. Big. Oh, is there a bingo for you win the game? You win the game, don't we? Can't Thoughtseize? Not now. It's too late. Now we just need a deeply vote to win a bingo. Yeah, we need to find someone that would vote. We need to find a card that would vote for deeply. I sometimes wonder, new people that come onto the show, like, they're like, what the hell are they talking about? We need to vote for deeply. In deeply we trust. Leveler in hand. Once this card resolves, put leveler in play. Oh, what a sick victory. I like that. So leveler is the card when it enters the battlefield. What is it? You just exile your deck from the game, or put your deck into your grave. No, I think it's you exile your deck from the game. So that's a pretty good combo. Welcome, new people. You shall reach the fleshes. Well, they should have seen the other 72 AI streams. Is it 72 at this point? Oh my god. We need a Nictionary for all the currently used phrases. The closest is Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper is basically the AI historian for like any reference to any card. He can probably find like anything from like boarding it, the fleshes have been reached, the fuel of Nissa and everything. Where does Zyber come? Oh, it came from the dark early days of Magic. We had like the best catchphrases from the first few shows. Not a lot of this stuff sticks. Diblicking. Oh, I keep forgetting, but yeah, a lot of these cards are diblicking around. Okay, the card is heinously overpowered. Super overpowered. Has a lot of combos. All right, we are past an hour. So now, thanks to donations like from me, which is not me, it's actually coming from you guys. We're gonna continue the show with Akavange. This is a red, black, and 1 generic. It's using that new Apple clear glass system over here. That new clear glass update. Frosted glass? I don't have it yet, but I'm going to use it. Instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. What does it do? This card does nothing. It does less than nothing. Robin says, AKA the enter the battlefield trigger of Leveler won't get onto the stack before that if the library is empty check happens. That's in. Oh, is that right? Let's go back. Let's take a look. That could be true. When it enters the battlefield, you can put up the 3 target cards from your hand on the battlefield. Ah, that's correct. It will be too late. Oh, very, very nice catch. Very, very nice catch. Okay, back to Akavange. It does nothing. It's worse than Dark Steel Puck. This does absolutely squadouche. Garbage. I'm sorry, me. I know it's not what you were expecting. It's an additional cost to cast a spell. We have to cast another spell. Oh, you know what it's good for? Storm. I guess. No, it's not even good for Storm. It doesn't even do anything. You know what would be interesting? I'm trying to think, is there a useless card out there that just its only purpose is to be recast over and over again for Storm? You can cast from outside the game, a wish. Additional cost to cast this spell. Cast the spell from anywhere other than your hand. Oh, no, but you still have to cast it. So you literally have to cast the card, you know, pay mana costs and stuff like that. It's possible, yeah. Cool art, bad card. Oh, you like that? You like this art? You know what? The probably qualify. The card. I'm not the biggest fan of the art. The art's fine. But the card is absolute trash. This is the worst thing possible. Also, it's an instant. Well, it's instantly going to the garbage. It's a legal card, but I'm not gonna bother anything. Okay, Kettle. Thank you so much for your super chat. Let's take a look at 3 more. There's not a lot of donations in the queue, so let's spread out the love. Netherboth title. This is a legendary land with Vugeland. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if your team controls a white planeswalker, draw a card, then discard a card. Is this like a two-headed giant card? This is for the two-headed giant crowd out there. When you untap a creature, you lose 1 life. That's terrible. And that creature gains indestructible until end of turn. That's good. Okay, interesting. We untap our creature, but it's indestructible. And this is on a land. This is crazy. This is a battle bond card. Ouch, death by untap step. It's possible. It's possible. Like you lose life, but you're gonna gain indestructible at the same time. Team, what mechanic is that? I don't know. I don't play those formats. They say there's no I in team. That's why I don't play on team sports. Doesn't tap for mana. Definitely yeah. Oh yeah. We've got that classic Magic the Gathering touch when you basically put an enchantment on a land. First time I'm going to kill a player by giving them an extra turn. You know what'd be interesting, actually? If a token player attacked with a bunch of stuff, and then we donated this land to them, and then they had to untap. They untapped, and then they just died. And creature? Ooh, where was that? Oh, bad grammar. Oh, I think that... Oh, okay, bad grammar. We actually have that for the AI show. I didn't know we're judging the... I don't know we're judging grammar. Because there's so many slop cards that are just like... It's just a bunch of gibberish. But you know what? This definitely counts. They were trying that time. They survived and kill you with their indestructible army. How did they survive? Did they gain some life at the last second? Okay, okay, this card is sort of cool. It's sort of cool. Next card, Arena of the Ancient Dilf. A 5 mana 6/6. It's a cake. The cake is sentient. But it's an artifact cake that has a 6 power, 6 toughness. Tap, exile Arena of the Ancient Dilf. We just got here. Target player puts the top card of their hand on top of their library. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's returned to the battlefield, and shuffle the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is the problem. Like, you know, my brain is melting reading these cards sometimes. I feel like I'm reading like a real card, but then it feels like it's like I'm reading English, but in the end, I'm not really. Look up the meaning of DILF. Oh god, don't tell me it's like... Oh, don't tell me it's the opposite of MILF. Magic DILF. The Arena of the Ancient DILF. So Blick goes to the bottom of the library? I have no idea. People are giving me the smiley face. It is the Ancient DILF with a cake that brought a cake. Looks pretty good for his age. For some people, Dad, I'd like to forgive. Oh yeah, well, you're all having fun in the comment section there, yeah. Well, it's in flavor. What does this even do? Target player puts the top card of their hand on the bottom of their library. The trigger is only once each turn. If you cast a spell, if it's returned to the battlefield and yeah, okay. The greatest part of this card was just the Dilf. Hope it doesn't get me demonetized. Okay, we got a Present of the Darkness. You got to be very suspicious of that darkness. It's a double black human knight. For a blue, tap, draw a card, then discard a card. It is a 2/2 creature. Then if we get it to level 3, which is impossible, that we don't even have a level up. It doesn't even tell us how to get there. Level 3, if an opponent controls a blue legendary artifact creature, prevent one of the color of your choice. This is like, it's like those video games where you can see some area, but you can't access it. It's like some house that you can look into, but you can't get in there. You can see a whole new world or ocean, and you have no access to that area. The game just sets up these invisible boundaries. You can see it. It's there. There might even be people moving over there. But you can't go there. You need to hack it. You need to hack this. You need to hack this card to get to level 3. Help, I got stuck at level 1. Level 1's not that... It's Merfolk Looter, for the most part. It's sort of an expensive. Draw a card, then discard a card. It's crappy Merfolk Looter. And it's human, so you can't even give it up via a mutate pile. No, but you mutate on humans, don't you? Yo, need to move the level counter from another leveled permanent. Oh, that's an idea. Cabri, you think it was like we're gonna move the level counters around. Robin says, does that mean you can make the creature lose one of its colors? Could get around protection from a color and whatnot? If an opponent controls a blue legendary artifact creature, prevent one of the color of your choice. Honestly, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it means. The opponent controls a blue legendary artifact creature. That's very specific. Prevent one of the color of your choice. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. It's nonsensical. Everyone wants it to stop a color. If it could stop a color, yes, we get around this protection crap. I suppose, maybe. Yeah, we're doing our best. We're trying to make this thing playable. What was the idea? There was an idea behind this. Just wasn't executed properly. We will never know what the present is. Yeah, it's true. What was it? Was it for me? Well, they'll probably draw it and they'll discard it. They'll get rid of the old present. Okay. Oh yeah, unplayable. How many cards was this? Was this 3? That was 3. Yes. Okay, moving on. Thank you very much for another super chat, Meteors. I'll get to your super chats, but we have to get to Steve Cooper here. Let's keep the show going for 4 more cards. You got it, Steve Cooper. Okay, Birthday Disciple of the Redemptor. It's a 4-mana 2/2 legendary creature with no creature type, and it has flying. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, conjure a duplicate of that card into your hand. It's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I think that is a crazy card. Yeah, holy moly. So, like, if let's say you play Lightning Bolt, you get another Lightning Bolt. You get another Lightning Bolt. As long as you have red mana, it's all free. What if you play a Ritual? You just have infinite mana. This has got to be broken. It's got to be broken. Yeah, also votes for flying. Definitely does not vote for deeply, that's for sure. Copy it and bounce it. You can do whatever you want. You play time. That's right. You get infinite. It like breaks so many different ways. Time warp for eternity. Your first on. Oh, hold on. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, conjure a duplicate. Okay, but that's fine. Time warp. Time warp will do it. So you cast your first time warp. Boom. Shabam. I'm gonna get another turn. Next turn, play another time warp. Next turn, play another time warp. You know who got me my back? Siwa got my back. Yeah, the extra turn. Yeah, Cabri also. Good idea. Damn, this is a good uncommon. Maybe in draft it's more playable, but in constructed, I mean, it's broken beyond belief. Good luck with Time Warp and Alchemy. Oh, did they ban them? Is that a banned card? They don't like to play Time Warps over there? Charge of give less trees from Tinker that likewise only is dusk. Oh, there's flavor text. Charge of give little trees from Tinker that the likewise is only dusk. Very, very bold words from the birthday boy over here. Oh no, I guess it's legal. Like, this is a weird card. This is like an arena card. It doesn't feel like a regular card. Bob Ross the King. Okay, next up we have. How many cake cards are today? I swear there's like cake in every, or cake related cards. Was it somebody's birthday? There, we have birthday, the disciple. There's a birthday present. There's another cake. There's, hold on, happy birthday MTG neural net. Oh! Happy birthday. I didn't notice that. How long was this going on for? Up to here, I guess. All right, I couldn't tell. The food set. Robo Rosewater's birthday. Giving us like tons of entertainment for years now. Cakeling Speaker, a 3-mana 1/3, a Human Knight, Death Touch. Pay 2, tap, exile the top card of your library until your next turn. Sorry, until your next end step, exile it. It's exiled already. Exile the top card of your library until your next end step, exile it. Hold on, does that mean I get... Does it come into play? Like, what does that mean? So when the end step ends, then what happens? What happens to my cards? Is this just delayed milling? Maybe it's delayed mill. Well, no, it's double exile, but it says until your next end step, exile it. Oh yeah, maybe this is a great. Does it go back on top? That's a great interpretation, because that's where it came from. Exile top card until your next end. So I think that's the correct interpretation. That's how I would look. I would definitely look at it like that. Don't eat the death touch cake. Oh yeah. Well, no. This is a Human Knight with death touch. They speak for the cake. That's why they're the cakeling speaker. Don't eat me. Don't eat the cake. It's all his. It goes back into the it goes back into the first exile. There's only, so I can't remember what judge taught me this, but there's only one exile zone. There's a lot of cards that make you feel like there's several exile zones, but it's just one zone. There's only one exile zone. Does it exile so you can cast it? No, it just says exile the top card until your next end step. You keep it exiled. It's very philosophical. Well, technically this card doesn't work. Moving on. We have another cake card, the Cakeling Wave, a 2-mana artifact creature. As long as this artifact is untapped, ooh, you don't see that on cards anymore. They should bring that back. That was like a very static orb, winter orb effect. So as long as this artifact is untapped, all damage that would be dealt to you and lands you control is dealt to you instead. Okay, there is some application here. I don't understand why it had to tell me if I'm getting dealt, the damage dealt to me is, a little bit redundant. Yeah, damage dealt to me is dealt to me, but the damage being dealt to the creatures is actually super important. Artifact creature with no power. No, it's damage that would be dealt to you and lands you control is dealt. So if I activate a creature, if I activate a land into a creature and attack with it, it can't die from damage because the damage will come at me. So it's a funny thing. Yes, well, sort of buffs our animated lands. Makes them sort of invincible. Backfires if you have animated lands. Well, I think this is the point. Does this artifact instantly die as it's a creature with no toughness? I would say I don't know. I want to say no, though, because it specifically doesn't say that it's a 0/0. I think a creature is defined if it has power and toughness. It would die? Okay, I'm gonna have to trust the chat on this one. You guys know the rules way better than I do. You know who would know the rules better than me? The AI people. The AI people love this crap. They love the rare, nuanced rule interactions. Live actually puts damage on the stack. All damage that be dealt to you and lands you control is dealt to you instead. No, I think it's automatic. It's just like if the creature is dealt damage, you just take the damage. It would just be instantly. If it says whenever a creature is dealt damage, that damage is dealt to you or some crap, something like that. Soggy cake. A little. Okay, I think it works. It just works enough. It's diblicking around a little bit because it's completely redundant. Oh yeah, cake for the merfolk. Look at that. But is the art cute enough for a bingo? No. You know, I'm not gonna say this wizard guy is cute enough. Hang on, damage dealt to you is dealt to you. Yes, that you heard that right. Just in case you thought the damage was going to be diverted somewhere else. No, the damage is actually going to be dealt to you. Okay, next. Move on to Presenting Discovery. Ooh, I like the name there. White instant. Exile target creature. If the gift was promised, draw a card. We didn't promise anything. It's just a 2-mana instant that exiles. That's all it does. If the gift was promised, it wasn't even promised. It was promise. Yeah, I know there's no gift. Does it count if we played another card that gifted something? Does that work out? The gift is a lie. It is fair. I mean, it's a 2-mana removal spell. Yeah, just out of curiosity, does this exist? Is there like a double white instant that just like a 2-mana exile target creature, and then that's it? Does that even exist yet in Magic, or no? Is there like a white Doomblade in that capacity? I want to say it doesn't exist. I want to say it just doesn't. I want to say it doesn't exist. Okay, hold on. Let's look it up. Exile target creature. Let's look up instant, and it's got to be 2 mana. Is there a single card out there? Is there anybody out there? This is better than Get Lost. Yeah, but it's double white, right? Oh, we do have Angelic Ascension, exile target creature or planeswalker, but the controller gets a 4/4. No, we don't have white Doomblade. This is a blink. This is a blink card. Oh, this might be the closest. Last Breath. Exile target creature. Oh, but it's only power 2 or less. That's too narrow. Too narrow. Everything has a downside. Exile target attacking creature. Everything has a big downside to it. So this would actually be really good. It'd be like pretty powerful. We need white Doomblade. Parting Gust. Is that the closest we got? Is that a card? Double white. Yeah, double. Yeah, it's double white. All the other cards, the other cards weren't double white. Okay, Parting Gust is a white. Oh, maybe this is what they were inspired by. It was a white instant gifting a fish. Exile target non-token creature. If the gift wasn't promised, return that creature to the battlefield under its owner's control. I see. Okay, this is the closest. So this is just the card we're looking at is just superior. It's just 2-mana exile target creature. Cool. All right, next up, we got more super chats from Meteor. Thank you very much for your super chats. Steve Cooper is a goat, and so are you, Meteor. Okay, let's look at another 4 cards. Cake Manticore, 3-mana 2/2 homunculus. Doesn't look like much of a homunculus. Looks like a toy, though. Flying, whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a treasure token. Okay. If you do, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Well, that was like a little bit weird. That was a little bit weird, wasn't it? My treasure token has lifelink. Are we going to animate this treasure token? Yeah, the treasure has life now. Let there be life. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I give my token life. Lifelink. Very random and weird. It's a very cake manticore thing to do. Yeah, you could animate with card. I mean, there's a lot of ways to animate artifacts. It's not the trickiest thing in the world. You already forgotten Bloomborough? Oh, did they give treasures lifelink? That's certainly something I would have forgotten. It works though with magical scissors. Oh yeah, you mean Insol Artifact? Okay, it technically passes. By very technicalities. Are manticores homunculi? No! That is not, but you know what? It looks like it was created out of cake, so it can be whatever it wants. Next up, we got Rearabai, 2-mana 2/2 squirrel. Partner with the cat Sickany. Soul Shift 2. I don't even know what Soul Shift does. Happy birthday, MTG Neural Net. Happy birthday. I have nothing against this card. I'm assuming Soul Shift 2 is not broken at 2 mana. Someone remind me what the F Soul Shift is again. Soul Shift mechanic MTG. Assuming this is a real mechanic. It's a triggered ability on some spirit creatures found in Kamigawa block. The ability allows a player to return a spirit card of mana value no greater than the Soul Shift's number of their graveyard to their hand when Soul Shift creature dies. With the exception of Promised Kanushi, a human druid, all Soul Shift cards have a mana value 1 greater than their Soul Shift number. Well, and it's broken again. The Soul Shift is 2, and it's a 2-mana card. Well, you got to put in your spirit deck. That's all. You just put in your spirit deck. It works. Soul Shift is a really dumb. Maybe we should have a show about like dead mechanics. That mechanics are probably just not coming back. This mechanic is so bad I never even heard of it until now. I didn't think I needed to be reminded of it because I didn't know about it in the first place. Next up, Presented Streets. 3-mana sorcery. Start your engines. Max speed of 4 for 4 mana, I should say. Sorry, at max speed, pay 4 mana, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. This is awful. Just absolutely awful. References another AI card. Partner with cat. Yeah, I guess that counts, even though if it doesn't exist. Names other AI card. There we go. That's a great. We got another one. We got another one on the bingo. Create a Keister token, then tap a card named Swiftfoot Boots to kick it. You're very funny, Goblin Grundle. Ellie says, I like the idea of non-permanence with start your engines. Oh, I didn't go back. So, oh yeah, I forgot. Start your engines is like specifically, isn't it specifically for, was it for creatures too, or just vehicles? On a sorcery, it doesn't work. Well, then you just ignore it. Oh, then the whole card does nothing. Wow, that is lame, says Banovsky. 4 turns, 4 mana, 1/1 woof. No, we got nothing. It's more like 3 mana, cast card, watch it go into the graveyard, pass the turn. Yeah, how do they activate the ability? We don't. Actually, let's look at the templating of what is it called? Not Seismic Assault. What is that red instant that's that you can activate on the stack? Lightning. Oh, it's lightning something. Lightning, not lightning strike. Lightning. Storm? Where are all the lightning cards in this game? It's lightning something for 3 mana. And it's an instant. I think it's lightning. There's a card that has an activated ability on the stack. Oh, is Lightning Storm? It was Lightning. It didn't feel like it was Lightning Storm. But that one specifically mentions the stack. Well, maybe we don't need to mention the stack. Okay, discard. It says discard because let's look at the Oracle text. Come on. I don't have all day here, Lightning Storm. Discard a land card, put 2 charge counters on Lightning Storm. You may choose a new target for it. Any player may activate this ability, but only if Lightning Storm is on the stack. Okay, I think we can interpret it mentions the stack. I think maybe only because any player can activate this ability. I would not be surprised if when a card is on the stack, you can activate its abilities. Some of them, especially if it's an instant or sorcery. We have precedent here. Okay, we have precedent. So I actually think if we have max speed already, you can cast Presented Streets, and if you have 4 mana up, you make a 1/1. So if you have infinite mana, you have infinite tokens. If you have 7 mana, you get 1/1 token. That's terrible. It's probably not where you want to be. Technically, you have to be at max speed to activate. So yeah, you already have to have you have to have max speed. 7 mana woot woot. And we have to activate, you know, max speed. A lot of hoops to get through. Barely playable. Sorry, it's not playable. It's barely a pass. How many cards have we gone through here? Can't even remember. Okay, moving on to Birthday Lanark. This is a 5/5 for 5 mana. It's an angel. Pay respect to our angel. Menace. When this creature enters or dies, you may search your library for any number of rats, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Wow! For the rat deck players, you can put all your rats in your hand. If you have, what's it called? Reliquary Tower, you'll never lose them. Rat decks. Commence! Not a rat, though. It is an angel. Wait, well, the rats brought the angel brought all the rats to the yard. Well, Lurin will dump them all in one spot. You can take the entire deck. Now, there's a lot of work to this. Step 1, you need to cast this card. Oh no, that's all you need to do. Cast it when it enters the battlefield. I thought it has to die. No, it's just ETB. Get all the rats. Patron, angel of rats. Looking out for those rat people. I'd rather just Thrumming Stone with the rat colony. Well, I mean, whatever floats your boat, rough 1/1. Goes crazy in Changelings. Yep. The Last Phoenix says, wasn't there a rat card that said you have more than 3? Oh, there's at least, I think there's at least 2 cards like that. You have an unlimited number of this rat. Or maybe it's just 1. I'm thinking of the other black card. There's another black card that says you can have an unlimited number of those cards. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sort of Zybers. And they go in your hand. It's like a Goblin Recruiter type of card. Like, you still have to cast the cards. And if you have, like, Alurin, Birthday, Lanark, then you deserve having all your rats on the battlefield. And by the way, if you get board wiped, you're screwed. Okay? Yeah, because there ain't probably not more rats in your deck. You people are trying too hard with the cute art. Like, you know the art is cute. The whole chat will be blowing up like, oh my god, it's so cute! It's so cute! Okay, we have a Cake Rat Swift Rage, a 5 mana 5/5 shapeshifter. This reminds me of like Yoshi's Yarn. Was that the card? Sorry, was that the game? F you all! I don't think it's that cute, but whatever. It's close. It's close enough. And what that means is we do have a bingo. It's our first bingo. We're close on a bunch of them here. We're on our way. I haven't even read the thing. Menace Trample. Whenever a non-token creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. All right. So, hold on. Does this work with Undying? Whenever a non-token creature you control. Yeah, it works with Undying creatures. So, and I assume it will come back into play without the +1/+1 counter. It's for those. Yeah, it's definitely a combo enabler of some sort. Because those proliferate creatures will never die. They'll never die. It's Master Splinter, but made of cake. Teaching the Ninja Turtles. Okay, cool card. Next up, we've got me. It says happy 73rd AI stream. One more, please. And also happy birthday to, I guess the birthday was 7 days ago. We got Mind Blade Terraman, a 5 mana 4 loyalty nightmare. Now, as an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice any number of red samurai. Does it do anything? As an additional, it says you may. Well, I choose 0. Okay, I will choose nothing. 0 is still a number. Draw 2 cards. Search your library. That's the cost, actually. By the way, we have to draw the cards. So I'm going to draw 2 cards off the top of my deck, and now we get this ability. Search your library and/or graveyard for a card named Scam Master. Destroy each planeswalker and untap it. This is hilarious. We got the Scam Master on our side with the Mind Blade. It's 5 mana, draw 2 every single turn. Destroy. Oh yeah, and then it destroys itself. Classic Sudoku. It Sudoku'd itself, chat. It Sudoku'd itself. Yeah, not the Scam Master. The Master of Scams. That sounds like an unset card. Just put it on the stack like 10 times. It's a planeswalker. They're not instant speed. Unfortunately, you have to activate abilities on. Actually, no, I'm not sure. This is like This is a bit of a weird ability on a planeswalker. Usually the planeswalkers have sorcery speed loyalty abilities, but this is not a loyalty ability, so I don't know. The man in black says, "You mean seppuku? Sudoku is a math puzzle." Well, the thing is, that's what I said last show, and everyone's like, it's Sudoku, and I corrected them with the exact same way you corrected me, and apparently it's a meme. It's a meme to say they committed Sudoku. I don't know. It's probably really old. Yeah, that's the joke. I didn't get it either at the time. We both got. This is only good against Super Friend decks. It's basically a Super Friend. It's a Super Friend killer. Does this even work as a card? I mean, okay, this is redundant. Draw 2 cards, search your library, enter graveyard for a card named Scam Master, destroy each planeswalker, and untap it. No, we don't even know what we're untapping here. No, I'm not. This is just so far from being even worth reading. Okay, next up, the next card we're looking at is Compliments of Bell. One more for the bingo, hopefully. Well, we got one bingo, but we can make another one. This is the Ton of Herosity, if that is a thing. 4 mana for an enchantment. Tap for that, a colorless. Enchantments don't usually tap for mana, but you know what? Today they can. For a black and 1 generic, tap until end of turn. You may play lands and cast spells from your hand face down. You may choose not to untap Ton of Herosity during your untap step. But why? I mean, I don't get it. So we can put the lands face down, which sounds useless. Is there some benefit to having a bunch of face down cards in play? Finally, I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll put this card face down and pass the turn. Yeah, we don't have many face down cards in this game. Yep, play lands face down. You've activated my trap card. Oh no! My opponent's face when I sneak Yu-Gi-Oh traps on the table. I mean, this is the card to do it, I suppose. But it's definitely doesn't specify what it's face down as. So yeah, it's just a card face down. There's a few cards in Magic that just turn cards face down. I don't even know how to turn them face up. Trust me, this is a mountain. Wink, wink. Aren't all face downs default as 2/2? No. If it's usually specified that it comes into play face down as a 2/2 creature. Like morphs, manifests, manifest dread. But there's a few cards in the game that just turn all face-up cards face down, and they're just nothings. They're just cards that they're just there, like an artifact that does nothing. So this don't work. Well, why not? It works. It just turns your cards into garbage. Yeah, it's just a face down card. That's all it does. And the card does nothing. And I have no idea how to turn it face up. Nope. Every single face down card says as a 2/2. Isn't there a card that turns cards face up, face down? Isn't there at least one card that does that? I'm pretty sure they are 2/2 since we had the same question a few shows ago. Show me a card that doesn't specify. I can't because it's a commander. Maybe is it Ixodron? I want to say there's one commander card. Maybe it's Ixodron. Ixodron, a 5-mana star. As it enters the battlefield, turn all other non-token creatures face down. They're 2/2 creatures. No, this one specifies. A face down permanent is by default a 2/2 creature with no rules, tax, no name, no subtypes, no expansion symbol, and no. Okay. The rules are the rules. All right, so we have then we'll just, if that is the rule, then they're a 2/2. Then it's just a 2/2 creature, right? It's just two. We're making 2/2 creatures. That's all it does. Put a land down. It's a 2/2 creature, and we can do that. What's funny is we can play lands and cast spells from our hand face down. Well, that's just weird. If we need to do that, and how do we prove it's a land? Like I could just put like a creature. Oh, you do have to reveal at the end though. As dumb as that is. Okay, whatever. This is. I guess it's a doable card. I'm guessing hard. Guess with me. All right, Dr. Nemo. Oh, you want another one? It's a great idea. Let's look at another one. We've got the Skeletal Shade, a 4-mana 2/2 aggro bow. Very aggro. Very aggro for a skeleton. Protection from non-land creatures, which is effectively most... which is like 99.99% of the creatures in the game. Whenever Skeletal Shade attacks, if you control a zombie, destroy all creatures. We're blowing them all up. And then we're going to blow up our zombie, probably. The zombie probably doesn't have protection. Protection from non-Dryad Arbor. Mishra's Factory, non-Mutavault. Too bad this isn't Dimir. You'd want... Oh, yeah. Well, no, there's some blue zombies, aren't there? I think there's a few blue zombies. I don't know if they're any good, but they exist. Doesn't blow itself up. Oh, yeah. If you control a zombie, destroy all creatures. Protection from... No, it does it blow itself up? Protection from non-land creatures. Whenever a Skeletal Shade attacks, if you control a zombie, destroy all creatures. It blows itself up. You don't have protection from destruction. So if there's like a Wrath of God, the protection. The protection. It does nothing. It does nothing. Yeah, it doesn't target, so it blows itself up. Fascinating. Skeletal Shade. You wanted to go out with a bang, and you absolutely did. All right, that's the show for today. Thanks, everyone, for joining me today. If you want to be part of the show, you got to be here 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Weekdays. We still do that at this time slot. And as usual, gotta thank everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, you're one of the best ones out there. But also, we have to give a big shout out to all the Zyber Nation out there in chat to make the show what it is today, like Riab Red, The Damn Draws, Crowcore Games. We got Wambatarmi, Steve Cooper, Secretarius, Benovsky, Tiger, Kano, Dr. Nemo, Benjamin. We got Robin, Ellis Flowers. We got this guy over here. Oh boy. Who else do we have? We got Jeff in the house. We got me. It's a hell of a name. Nocturnal. Mr. Mystery, True North A. Who else do we have here? We got Meteor and Bell. So as usual, my coffee crew. Keep brewing those coffees. And we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you at the next cup.